Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Lance here, and today I want to chat with you about something that I get asked so often because we work with such high achievers, people who are business owners, people who are CEOs and athletes, and or just run a family with businesses, just high achieving, very busy people. And one of the questions that I get, and this actually was one in particular that I had, but have been getting so many similar. And this one is, Lance, I know how badly I need to get rid of this gut so I can feel confident and healthy, but I'm so all or nothing that I feel I burn out or get injured before I even get results. But I'm too afraid to dial it back and then even get less results or no results at all. So the very first thing is my question for you. Can you relate to this? If so, let me know in the comments below. This is an area that I used to struggle with immensely myself. And unfortunately, because of the fact that fitness, just like business, is kind of one of those things that are seen as, if you want it bad enough, you've got to do anything and everything that it takes to get there. Otherwise, you just didn't want it bad enough. But I absolutely believe that that is hogwash. It's not anything that you want to begin aiming for to set these all or nothing, overzealous routines and principles, because it absolutely does. So in fact, one of my clients who did really well, he flat out said, like, Lance, I've got two gears, high and off. That's it. And I know that every time I start getting myself in shape, and he told me this, I'm getting myself into shape and I'm working so hard, and I'm putting all of the practices that I've learned on how to work this hard together, but I'm working so hard that, yes, I'm burning calories, but I'm not seeing the results that I used to in college. And so that's what we kind of determined. There is so much of the all or nothing thing going on that these individuals are burning themselves out or absolutely just wrecking their nervous systems and then wondering why they're coming up with injuries. So the fact is that overzealous goals do not lead to huge wins, guys. Overzealous goals are what's going to lead to huge setbacks usually. So the fact is that if you are wanting to get great results and you're wanting to make sure that these results are not something that slip through your fingertips, you've got to start thinking about things in a different way. And so for my clients such as Brad, who, he was one of the ones who said that, Lance, I've got two gears, high and off. He knew that this all or nothing mentality was something that was impeding his actual growth, his fat loss, and his continuation of being able to keep off the body fat and keep on the muscle. He said that he would notice that muscle would start falling off because he was working out so much and excessively that he would either get injured or he would just plateau. And the fact is that, first of all, doing these sort of things, you might convince yourself that doing less than this isn't what's going to get your results, but I promise you, the fact is that the all or nothing mentality hasn't served you. Otherwise, if it had served you, you would still be in shape, or you would still be where you were when you took on that all or nothing mentality. So what I mean by this is, for Brad in particular, Brad knew, like, well, yeah, obviously I'm burning calories, I'm losing body fat, so I can't say that what I'm doing isn't working at all. But he flat out said that, well, if it was working well enough, I wouldn't be on the phone with you, because I can't figure out how to push hard enough to get the physique that I want, and yet, go light enough that I can actually maintain this. Because another client, maybe this is more where you are, now this individual was a corporate exec, and he was stating that every time, now these just two happen to be males, but he was stating that every time he began getting in shape, his words were, which was really funny, every time I get in shape, my wife and kids start hating me. And I start laughing at that, and I said, I kind of knew where he was going. Can you tell me a little bit more about this? And he's like, yeah, sure. I kind of do what I do with my business. I go so all or nothing that I'm like, because that's all I know how to do. That's all I've ever learned. That's how I built my business. And when I've gotten myself in shape, that's how I've done it. So my question was, so you've gotten yourself in shape by doing this, so it clearly works, would you say? And he's like, well, it does work good enough, but not so well that I'm able to actually stay there. And I said, good point. So the point here is that these individuals, because they've been trained to be such high achievers, now sometimes, again, it's based on perfectionism. Sometimes it's because we've been trained to believe that if we do something that is a little bit less than the intensity that we normally bring, then we're not going to get the results. But here's the big caveat that you've got to keep in mind. Do you want these results to be something that lasts only 90 or 180 days? Are you okay with that? If I were to help you lose 40 pounds, now imagine Let's say that you're in a 38 size jean right now and I get you down to a 31 or a 32. Are you okay if that only lasts for 90 days? What if it only lasts 6 months? You're going to feel good for 6 months, and then after that, every bit of it's going to start coming back, and you're actually going to feel worse than you did before. Is that okay with you? It's not a trick question. I just want to know, is that okay with you? I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's not okay. And if it's not okay, then you want to start thinking about doing things in a little bit more of an infinite manner. Because the reality is that most of the time, 9 times out of 10, people that are high achievers who have built success in other areas, they bring those same habits of the all or nothing mentality straight into fitness. And what happens is you notice that you might lose 10, 12, maybe even 15 pounds right off the bat, and then you plateau. Or you essentially notice that and then it starts creeping back because you've burned yourself out so much that you just can't even keep up with the very task that you've given yourself to get in shape. The thing of it is that if this is you, it doesn't have to be this way. Our Master Your Body Confidence program, we teach flexibility in exercise and nutrition. Because of the fact that when you start feeling deprived, when you feel like all you're doing is working out or sacrificing or neglecting time with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your mind is going to start showing you how many other opportunities you could be spending your time on that's going to pay off more. See, what you don't know, or what you may not know rather, is that your brain, your mind is constantly looking for the next dopamine rush. And turning on social media is going to give a significantly greater dopamine rush than going for an hour to work out. Now, long term, you're going to feel so much more serotonin. You're going to feel better and better as you continue to chase the physical fitness routine if you're doing it in a manner that is sustainable. But if you continue to do the overzealous thing that creates setbacks, injuries, fatigue, burnout, etc., you're going to continue to bite off more than you can chew every single time and wonder why you're not getting the results. So you might be thinking like, well, wait a second, if I'm not getting the results I want and I'm going this hard, you're trying to convince me that going less hard is going to get me better results? You better believe it, because going less hard, just like running a marathon, you can start, if you're only used to running a 200-meter dash and you try and bring that same level of acceleration and speed into a marathon, you're going to burn yourself out long before you even hit a half mile. This is the same thing that you're doing in your fitness journey. You're bringing your mentality that you do with your kids, with your business, with whatever in your life, and you are falling flat on your face because you're overwhelming yourself, you're burning yourself out, you're spreading yourself too thin, you're not creating margin, and more than anything, you're not actually taking a look at your mindset and habit formation to see, wait a second, my mindset and my lack of habits or my bad habits got me to where I'm at. If I don't start working on changing this here and I just jump right in, it's going to cause me to only focus on diet and exercise, meaning that I'm going to be too rigid. I'm going to go too hard on those things. I'm going to cut out too many calories, or I'm going to work out way too much. This is the approach that usually leads people into a very, very slow metabolism or such burnout and fatigue that you just don't even feel like you can get out of bed. Now, the point is that it does not have to be this way. We don't do this with our clients, and our clients get amazing results. So what I would implore and encourage you to do is to begin to take a look at other gears that you have, meaning, like what Brad said, it's not just high and off. You need to start looking at high, medium, and low. And the cool thing is when you start off, you can start off with low gear, and you're going to start building consistency, and you're going to actually start seeing results that don't create injuries, ailments, fatigue, burnout, etc. So if you're wanting to know a little bit more, if this resonates with you and you're like, gosh, I'm so tired of the all or nothing thing, the failure because I go so hard and so just all or nothing towards this that I burn myself out. If that's you and you're tired of that, put hashtag me or put anything down below. Raise your hand in the comments below and I'll shoot you a message and we can kind of chat and see if there are some better strategies for you to actually get results that last and stay with you. So I hope that this resonates with you guys. I hope that you see that actually still slowing down and not going so all or nothing will actually be the thing that leads to your long-term fitness success. That's what we do in our program. We have bite-sized baby steps that we teach people to go step by step. And here's the cool thing: not only does it bring results, but it also keeps you accountable. But even more so, you're going to be accountable, reaching goals, and yet it's going to build up quality time with your family instead of taking it away. It's going to give you more energy for your work, for your career, for your business, instead of taking it away. This is balance, and when you have balance, guys, that's where you have a fitness career that lasts 23 years like mine has. Not because I'm disciplined, but because I have systems. And I'm not doing the all or nothing thing, the pass or fail only scenario that I used to fall prey to. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Leave me a comment below if you feel like this was valuable of any kind whatsoever. Let me know, #value, and I will see you guys on